We got the Bumble Bee Lantern up. Here at the Dogwood Star, we hold truck with the bumblebees. So we hang a lantern for them. Got the spirit fire, holding space for all the ancestor spirits, all the land spirits, all the nature spirits, all the angelic spirits. Yep. You light the fire, you hold it. You know, it's real familiar. I wasn't raised this way. I learned this. Yeah. Fires, we belong around fire. Ancient DNA understands it, you know, especially trees and fire. You know, I live among trees and I burn fire. You know, you can't get this stuff in any university. There's no class for it, but it's real and it's tangible. Maybe not in a laboratory, but if it's tangible in my life. Okay, the quality of who I am, the quality of my life, the quality of being that I experience. Every day is a victory. I pay no taxes. I pay no rent. I live. I live. And, you know, the truth is, I'm a son of God, and you are too. And if you get away from the slave system of Babylon, truly get away from it, the universe is on hand to help out. But it's not going to help you be a better slave. Quit asking Jesus or whoever to help you do better at work so you can make a little more money, so you can buy a little more pleasure or time, which doesn't exist. And you can have it all out here. It's yours. It's your birthright. It's made for us. The forests are empty without human beings. My presence is a blessing here. I clean up the forest just by being here, just by burning my fires. There's nobody out here. That even the elk have trouble walking through this fucking forest because it's like a jungle of just fallen branches. Well, not around me. My place looks like a park all of a sudden. Deep in the forest, there's just a park. If you were just wandering the forest, you could just stumble upon a park that I've been making, mostly just because I need to get firewood. And to do that, I have to clear trail. So I clear trail to get sticks. And then in the process, I find really cool things. Maybe like there's like a whole rhododendron, and I'm like, oh, I better put a bench here. And it just overlooks this beautiful valley, but it was hidden. It was like in the jungle before I came. Nobody's here. You understand that? Nobody is here. There's some roads people drive through sometimes. Way off over there, you can hear it sometimes, the cars. Sometimes they even slow down. Sometimes they get out and they take wood that's right off the side of the road. Every once in a while, someone gets out and tromps around a bit looking to hunt something. Ultimately, it's empty of humans. And I guess in most wise, that's good, because most humans would trash it. I see trash on the roads, you know, people throw their, thinking for some reason driving through this pristine old growth forest, it's cool to just throw your trash out the fucking window, you know. But, I mean, in a way it is, because the forest is so strong, and the pack rats and shit, they'll take that shit. They think it's interesting as fuck, so who knows. But the point is, there's all these people stuck in the system, slaving away, and it's a controlled system. You know? The powers that be have all the controls. They can inflate the dollar, they can drop the dollar, they can raise the price of this, they can lower the price of that. They can watch how happy you are on Facebook, so they know if they're doing a good job or not. It's all instant feedback. It's so easy for them now. And so they're just in massive control. And all the Christians are fucking so brainwashed and they're not seeing it. Or thinking Trump isn't part of it. I guess that's the brainwash. They're so afraid that he played on their fears, just like Hitler did. Play on their fears. The trick is just don't have any fear. Of what? What am I afraid of? Last summer I was on a walkabout. I was in Eugene, Oregon. Which, it's in Dregon, right? Dregon has trees everywhere. And the potential of a cougar being in downtown-ish, not downtown, but, you know, like in a park in Eugene, it is a possibility. But very unlikely. But in my wanderings, I met this man who was looking for a place to sleep. He was afraid. Cougars. He was asking me questions. I want to clear some things up, you guys. First of all, cougars are the defenders of the forest. And they're righteously placed here, just as any lion is righteously placed, okay? They're mountain lions. They're not wicked by any means. We're very fortunate to live with such lions because they're actually very solitary. They don't even like each other so much, it seems. And they're very good at what they do, given enough habitat, right? In California, bad things are happening because they so quickly convert cougar habitat into housing. It's happening so fast. One year the cougar's living there in peace. The next year there's 60 houses and 36 poodles and 42 house cats and 12 little children running around. Plus moms jogging and jumping on their bicycles. You know, I mean, think about it in a big picture way. It's just amazing that more crazy shit doesn't happen. You know? The reality is, I live out here. These animals are ferocious. Even the smallest ones, if they wanted to attack me, it could be a nightmare. The squirrels could gang up on me, guys. And there'd be very little I could do. You know, I could get a couple of them, but eventually, you know. So to be afraid of them is silly because actually they're all benevolent creatures. The bears get grumpy. Give them their space. I give them all space. I don't encroach on any of their territory. If they encroach on mine, then it becomes a discussion. And ultimately, I have the right to bear arms. I will fight for this. I will fight for the existence of the forgiveness. I will fight for its sanctity. And so if animals want to come here and do damage, then I'm going to fight. And that includes human animals. And to a certain degree, that includes people that think they represent the ownership of this land through the federal government or whatever. You know, like, as Americans, we have the right to bear arms, right? We have the right to live. That's what that means. We have the right to bear arms doesn't mean we get to carry around guns. It could mean that. It doesn't matter. I don't care about that. I don't need a gun. I don't want a gun. I don't want the energy of a gun. I have the right to bear arms. That means I have the right to fight for my existence. Doesn't give me the right to tyrannize anybody else. Doesn't give me a right to use my strength for my own benefit at the expense of anybody else. Okay? That's not what the right to bear arms means. The right to bear arms means if you come at me, I have the right to defend myself. Because the reality is nobody ever has a right to trump somebody else's right to exist. I have the right to exist. And that trumps anything that any of you can do. Not to say you can't possibly kill me or something like that. And Doesn't matter. This is just the body. You can't kill me. And I'll come back. And I already am. Here I am. I know people see this face and go, fuck, we thought we got that guy. No. And I can say that because actually we're all this guy. I'm Joe Nobody. I'm just a guy in the woods, you see. And it's that simple and it's that easy and it's that good. Just a guy in the woods. And here that I am now in the woods, realizing my connection to the divinity of the whole universe, I recognize that the whole shebang of Babylon, it's just all smoke and mirrors. No matter how deep and wonderful it seems. And I'm not saying I have a relationship with Babylon still. It's an at arm's length relationship, okay? I understand what's happening down there. When I go in to do business of whatever kind I need, I do business at arm's length. As soon as my sovereignty is encroached upon, I leave. Because Babylon's just, that's what Babylon really ultimately is. It's a system of slavery. The craziest thing is, no one isn't a slave in one system. Even the president, or whoever, even the corporate CEOs. The trick is, the game they play is, it's kind of like, as long as one guy's working, right? So, you gotta understand that's the game they're playing. So if you won't work for them, you gotta get someone to work for them. If they won't work for them, well, eventually what they're gonna realize is they're totally helpless and powerless. I'm a guy that's worked a lot of different jobs. I've worked so many different jobs that I basically just learned how to survive. Even though it was a fake world, I still learned all the skills necessary. I also learned that the military-industrial complex has everyone wound up, running at breakneck speeds, trying to stay ahead of some sense of danger, doom. And it has taken me a long time to unwind and unprogram. That deep sense of rushing around. Oh God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And trust me, I'm one counted as a lazy person. Because I would at least be like, wait, what are we alarmed about? That doesn't sound like that big a deal. Because I like my rest. I might look kind of like a bear. And in some ways, I'm very much like a bear. So, I guess like a bear dragon.